as the parade continues on, we're seeing members of the Howell County Sheriff's Department, West Plains Police Department, the Missouri State Highway Patrol. They got one of their boats out here, too.
Yes, they do.
I didn't know the Missouri State Highway Patrol went on the water.
Oh, absolutely. They cover the rivers and lakes.
Fantastic. And now we've got members of the troops right now coming down Porter Wagner Boulevard, presenting the colors for the event. It's the 1138 from West Plains. And behind them, of course, is the West Plains Marching Band. I've been hearing them practice all week long. They've been sounding amazing in the morning.
Yes, I live close
You live
to the
real
school.
close.
Yeah, thank you for not saying exactly where. And yes, they do sound fantastic, but they always sound fantastic.
For the folks who are watching the parade right now from the sidelines, and they can hear us on, they're listening on, look for of course, the KDY band, the Q94 Fox band, and the KUKU Cow. We're throwing out some limited edition T-shirts at the event tonight.
I have no idea what that says.
Definitely look for those vehicles and make sure you wave at the folks driving them. Band sponsors include Ozark's Medical Center, Westview, and Preferred Family Healthcare. This is their Pride Band. They also did a wonderful performance earlier in the week over at the West Plains Civic Center. The middle school had their performance. As always, the high school band shows up for the event.
Yes. And they're also sponsored by Global Collision and Repair, the Ozark Cafe, and West Plains Dental Clinic,
which includes Doctors Temple, Morrison, and Temple. We've got the band, we've got the flag squad, and we're going to just listen to the band come through here for just a second.
Yeah, we're jamming.
It is a fun event. We are, of course, counting down the days to Christmas. Today is, let me look at my phone here real quick. It is December 12th, so we are 13 days away. This year's Grand Marshal of the event. You know, normally the Grand Marshal rides in the back of like a convertible, but a convertible not for Smokey.
Now, I'm not sure what kind of a vehicle that is that is on the back of this, but I think it's something that they...
Bulldozer.
It's a bulldozer. Okay, it's a mini bulldozer that they probably use to fight fires. Hey, Smokey.
Hello, Smokey.
He's waving.
We have Mr. and Mrs. Merry Christmas making their way through right now. They are in a Mustang from Moreland Shell Ford.
Oh, I love that.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Merry Christmas. She has got the wave down.
Miss Christmas has got the wave.
And as we continue to watch the parade make its way through, looking at a very large Dodge from Bootleggers Barbecue, brand new restaurant going to be opening up on Gibson here very soon. And again, we have Mr. and Mrs. Merry Christmases there as well.
That's a Mr. and Miss.
Mr. and Miss Merry Christmas.
Followed by the fabulous West Plains Fire Department.
I want to thank, of course, the folks, the West Plains Fire Department, 24/7, 365. They're there to help out around the area. Hey guys, firefighters, if you're listening to us right now, honk the horn. Give us a little honk.
There you go. There you go.
That's it.
Yeah. All right.
And there's their mascot. There in the lead. There's Merry Christmas from the West Point Fire Department.
Remember, this time of year, your heaters plugged in, you have lights on Christmas trees. Make sure you've checked your smoke alarm. If you need a smoke alarm, go talk to the fire department. They'll hook you up.
Definitely. Want to thank Pottersville Fire Department who have come out today. We appreciate all our firefighters. And Peace Valley and White Church have one of the unique fire engines. And that is because instead of being fire engine red, it's fire engine yellow.
Fire engine yellow.
More fire trucks coming down. Who do we have here next?
Tell me that
That is Moody Fire Department. You know, maybe next year they won't put two people with glasses
I know.
up on here.
I'd actually wear my glasses so that I can see.
The Moody Fire Department, we appreciate you guys. And after Moody, we have Landon Fire Department. They are rocking a blue and white fire truck.
And then Pomona, of course, they're always here to help us out.
And it's great to see all these fire engines, these fire departments, these fire districts that all work together to make sure that we're all staying safe. Again, want to take a moment and thank our wonderful sponsor for making our coverage possible.
Ramey's,
Wendy's,
West Plains Savings and Loan,
Little Caesars,
Aerovac,
Brenda's Cafe,
Victory Family Worship Center,
Ozark Electrical Solutions,
Sonic,
and of course, All Pet and Equine Supply. So firefighters continue to come down. Here's
and there's South Howell, South Howell County Ambulance.
Now, folks handing out candy right now. Lots, of course, events going on around the Ozarks this week. And of course, I will say West Plains every year, time after time, they know how to do a parade.
Oh, they do. Now this is the Howell County World #1 truck.
And as I tell you, we've got several trucks there from Howell County World Fire Department. I want to thank those folks as well. And of course, if you can't make it out to the parade, you're listening on the radio right now. Our news director, Ed Button, is out and about right now taking photos, and we will have those photos up on OzarkAreaNetwork.com later on tonight, Sunday morning. They'll be up on the website so you can see all the photos. And that way also you can tell other folks to go to that page to see the pictures as well. We'll share them on Facebook and everything else. Something we're doing right now, if you're along the parade route right now or you're listening at home, if you want to wish someone a Merry Christmas, we have got a post up on our KDY Facebook page right now that you can comment on, and you can wish someone a Merry Christmas on that page, and we'll read those as our parade coverage continues on. So definitely do that. Go to our KDY Facebook page. There was a post that we made earlier today where you can actually comment on it, and you can wish someone a Merry Christmas wherever they are, and we'll read those as
Merry Christmas, Jim.
Merry Christmas, Phil.
Okay, there went the American Red Cross van, and followed by...
You know that man up there, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Every year, he comes by our radio station with a box. This man, well, it's Jack. I mean, what more can you really say? Everybody knows Jack. And Jack with the Marine Corps.
Reserve, yes.
And they host Toys for Tots, the Greater Ozarks Attachment 1184. And it's the Marine Corps League. And
everybody's favorite Marine.
And Jack does a wonderful job, of course, getting out there, getting the word out for Toys for Tots every single year. So, of course, that whole group does. And up next, we've got second place in the miscellaneous category, sponsored by Community First Banking Company.
Oh, these floats are just beautiful.
We got some wonderful floats making their way in here. And what we're seeing on this float is several Christmas trees. We have got a decorated chimney there.
And a little rocking chair. I think that's Santa Claus sitting in the rocking chair.
I don't know. Let's see here. And
Oh
this-
no, it's not Santa Claus. I think it's Mrs. Santa Claus.
This is West Plains R7 Transportation. And they've got second place in the miscellaneous category. I think it's a few bus drivers.
That's what it is.
Who are relaxing right now. Up on top of the chimney, there's several small school buses. And then
Instead of
we've got
driving, they're
another
riding.
school bus that is all decorated out in kind of the theme of cars right now.
Well, that school bus looks like it has eyes and ears.
And we've got a little bit of a delay here. We've got another band making their way. I believe this is Richards making their way down, looking at the green and the yellow.
And they're sponsored by OMC, Westview, and
Preferred Family Healthcare.
You guys can read that from here?
Yeah, we can.
We've got our glasses on, Brett.
Wow. I think I need to get mine changed.
Again, what a beautiful night out here tonight.
I want to thank everyone who came out to this year's parade as it continues on. We do have cloud cover, but we checked the radar just a few minutes ago, and all the rain's still a ways away. Probably after 7 o'clock tonight, we should get some showers. Might be a wet Sunday, but you know what? Sunday's a day to get back and relax.
Yeah.
It's a day of rest.
That's it. Now it looks like we have some little cheerleaders.
And I believe it's the Richard Rockets. It is. Of course, Richard's there on North 63. And we get the band being in a trailer right now. It's decorated in green and red. And we are waiting for it to get close enough so we can read the writing on it.
There's a little gap there between those
Launch
two.
that rocket pride. Richard's R5. Sounded like I was on Wheel of Fortune there for a second.
And I see the Newberries.
I see the Newberries. I bet you that's a Newberry trailer.
I bet you it is.
But it is.
That might have been the trailer we were on last year.
Good band.
Now coming up, we've got looks like an old-timey fire engine.
And it's rolling on its own power.
Let's take a look at this here.
Oh, it's a Shriners Club.
Okay.
It's a Shriners Club. Wonder how old that is.
Of course, you know, as we enjoy this parade, we want to thank everyone at the West Plains Chamber of Commerce. It takes a lot of work to put these events on. And of course, we'll be seeing more of the winners as they make their way down. You're going to take the best piece of candy out of that lunch.
Yes, I did.
I saw that. Okay, on the way now, sponsored by Lynch Equipment, is the Girl Scouts float. And again, we have several Christmas trees up there. Merry Christmas, ladies.
And there's Crystal and Scott Brown from Lynch Equipment hauling them.
We have the Girl Scouts, the Junior Daisy Brownies. So, and of course, now here I see Kevin up there. Kevin Walker.
Dude, that guy's got the right hat on there, Phyllis.
And
The
Kevin
Cardinal
up
hat.
next, we've got
That's the correct ball cap.
a manger scene.
Follow the trees to Jesus.
Very, very nice. Nice little tree there.
All lit up and bright. And that was Emmanuel Luther.
There's R&T Locksmith Service. They've decorated up their van. And coming up, we've got the first place commercial sponsored by Edmonton Care Network. Of course, they just opened that brand new building just about a month ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Beautiful new facility there next to Hirschbeet Farm Supply. And here comes a truck from Baird, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram.
And that is Troop. I think it's Troop 150. Okay, they're giving me thumbs up. That's who it is.
150 or 10,050? I don't know. They gonna yell it to me?
It's the Girl Scout troop.
It's a Girl Scout troop. There we go. This is first place commercial. Look at those motorcycles, and I can tell you this from Outpost Motorsports out there on West 160. They have got a sleigh being pulled by Harleys. By
Buy
motorcycle.
motorcycles instead of reindeer.
Instead of reindeer. You know, sometimes those reindeer need a rest. That
Yes.
is a beautiful, beautiful setup they've got
Yes,
there.
it is.
Merry
I'll take a
Christmas.
ride in that.
There you go. That was the first place commercial. Did a wonderful job on that one. So congratulations to the folks at Outpost Motorsports. Want to once again thank our sponsors. It feels like tonight, but it's like 4:10 right now. It's 4:28. I want to thank Rainey's, Wendy's, West Plains Savings and Loan,
Little Caesars, Aravac, Brenda's Cafe.
Victory Family Worship Center, Ozark Electrical Solutions, and Sonic for making this all possible. Coming up next, we've got the second place commercial, sponsored by the West Plains Business Women Association. And here comes it. I see a camouflage house. I see Christmas lights.
It's so wonderful to see how they decorate all of these vehicles too that are holding
yes.
the floats.
We have several little kids on there. It's Healthy Hearts Home Care. Healthy Hearts Home Care. Merry Christmas. Some I see Frosty on there. I see several Christmas lights. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And you know, think about how much work. I think the sled just took off.
Yeah.
How much work goes into these folks and these floats. Coming up next, we have got another decked out truck there. It looks like a Rudolph truck.
Yeah.
And it's another sled being pulled with several elves on the sled, because you know, sometimes the elves need some time off.
Got some reindeers on there also.
Some reindeers on there as well. And up next is a float riders helping children with dreams.
They've got a beautiful Christmas tree. Some cute little presents on the back of it.
And as more floats
Move
keep up,
over. Oh, look at there's the Statue of Liberty. And that's Liberty Tax Service, of course.
there you go.
Oh, look at the puppy dogs.
Look at all the puppy dogs.
I know. I see all those beautiful puppy dogs.
And-
All dressed up.
And here comes for the first place religious category, sponsored by Brown Furniture. Again, we are broadcasting live in front of All Pet and Equine Supply.
All these little puppies can go right over there.
They have wonderful pets, wonderful treats for those pets. This is Bethany Baptist Church of Dora, and they have a wonderful lot of little kids on there.
Beautiful. Jesus is eternal life symbolized by evergreens.
And they have it's a trailer covered with a white cover. They've got several straw bales, and they've got what looks like snow on them with some red ribbon on it, which is very,
With a
very
beautiful
nice.
evergreen tree in the middle.
Up next, we've got Ozark Christians Academy. And this float, there's Snoopy and Charlie Brown. It's the Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
It is. It is. Linus reminds us Jesus is the reason.
There we go.
That's their float.
And
Oh,
now
they're
they're
singing. And there's Miss Heather Pugh.
Okay, and now we have,
What is this
that is
vehicle?
a custom bike.
That is a bike?
It's a trike, actually.
Yeah,
It's a trike slash train.
That's it. It's a trike train.
It's a trike train.
It's a trike train with some little riders.
Coming up next, second place religious category is sponsored by Opportunity Knox. And it's being carried by some Cub Scouts from some Boy Scouts from Troop 61 and some Cub Scouts from 86, it looks like. Maybe it's Troop 86.
Yeah.
It's 61 and 86. Bingo. Coming in just a few minutes, of course, we'll have the grand prize winners on their way down. And again, this float coming through now, another trailer, lots of hay and straw. It's another manger.
That's a
Yes.
manger, yes. Beautiful manger.
All dressed in timely wear. We have the three wise men on there and more. And And now we have got coming through another fire department, I believe.
Yes, it is. With
Fire
another
marshal.
Dalmatian.
It's the Missouri State Fire Marshal making their way.
Followed by a van from
Rent-A-Center.
Rent-A-Center.
And they have got it decked out in Christmas lights. There's
Oh, they
Justin
do.
Fisher riding a bike. And now it's the grand prize sponsored by Ramona Heine, or is that right? Yeah, Ramona Heine State Farm Insurance, which is right down the street from where we're at right now. And it is the Ozark Medical Center float. Memories since 1959. It's the OMC tree lot.
Oh, that is so cute.
I believe they also won last year with a superheroes themed Christmas float. This year it's the OMC
Tree lot. Oh, every single tree on that float is decorated. And I see Gay Watson up
There's
there
Gay Watson
doing a
there,
jig.
there's little children. We've got a white tree, a purple tree, several different colored trees.
All
there.
different trees. They're
Beautifully done.
beautiful.
And as you know, I look over towards the Halketta Sheriff's Department, and I can see the horses there. So we're about at the halfway mark right now. We are at the front of the parade. We start seeing some great tractors.
Oh, yeah. This is wonderful. Now, this float, this is Junction Hill.
Junction Hill Hornets, and they've got their float decked out with use of the Santa Clauses on there. Nice statues.
Okay, there is a nice present.
Nice hot rod that has been built. It's been colored hot pink.
Followed by a beautiful John Deere.
I'd say it's probably about a 50, I'd say a 34 John Deere. And that one's an older Ford model.
Gorgeous. All restored.
Refurbished and restored tractors.
There's another older John Deere. Okay, I don't know the years of some of these tractors.
I'm making it up as we go.
Okay. I got Grandpa sitting over here in the car, but he can go out
He would
what
know.
years they are.
He would know.
We got a Marshall tractor making its way past us now.
And a Farmo, McCormick Farmo, beautifully restored.
Again, for those just joining us here on our Christmas parade broadcast, again, we invite you to tune in to Double H in the morning. Coming up on Monday morning, we'll be announcing our finalists for the $2,000 cash or full giveaway. We'll be announcing those finalists coming up this coming Monday during the morning show with Double H. Don't forget, following our broadcast of the 2015 Christmas Parade, West Plains Christmas Parade, we do have Cougar Girl basketball on the schedule tonight, as well as Grizzly basketball, as they're both playing at the West Plains Civic Center. Make sure you go out and support the local sports team over at the Civic Center tonight.
Now we have another McCormick Farmo, beautifully restored tractor. Followed by
Merrill.
something a little bit newer.
A little bit newer. It's a Z28. I'm going to guesstimate probably 90s model. I'm going to say 99. I'm getting maybe. And here comes the 102.5. Today's Hot New Country KDY band. Stephanie, keep your hands on the wheel. Thank you.
And there's great scrubs and more.
We got some beautiful cars coming now. We've got another Camaro coming past now.
Now all the
With the
antique. Well,
racing
yep,
stripe.
he
It's
heard
the
your
West-
beeping.
It's the West Plains Car Club.
Gorgeous cars. I'll take any one of these for Christmas.
And I'm sitting here trying to figure out what year these different cars are. Beautiful. Beautiful. What color would you say that is,
Camaro.
Brett?
68 Camaro, I think.
68 Camaro SS.
Yeah, gorgeous. A cream.
Oh, that's a beautiful Mustang there.
Oh, yeah.
Convertible. Definitely. It looks like a 60s edition. Got a little pause coming up in the lineup.
Nice Mustang. Nice Nova.
So let's thank our sponsorship. Ramey's, West Plains, Savings and Loan, and Wendy's.
All Pet and Equine Supply. Little Caesars. Aerovac. Brenda's Cafe.
Victory Family Worship Center, Ozark Electrical Solutions.
And of course, I think the folks there at Sonic. And of course, on the way here, we got some more vintage vehicles making their way down. Again, a great turnout this year for the West Plains Christmas Parade. Beautiful weather. Yeah, it's cloudy, but you know, in years past, we've seen everything from snow to rain. We've had the parade canceled a couple of times due to weather. Today, I was driving over here. We were getting set up. It was 72 degrees. I thought maybe I should be wearing shorts.
Well, I remember that it was sleet coming down, freezing rain, but I had Jerry Elam, or was it Harlan and I doing it? And we were all set up in a clear little tent. It was fabulous. And we actually had a heater going in there also.
Nice. We have more vintage vehicles making their way, of course, down Porter Wagner at this point. The parade making its way, of course, down Missouri onto Porter Wagner Boulevard. We go to the end of Porter Wagner Boulevard onto Main Street, and it'll be exiting there at the old stop. So, folks, as you're sitting watching the parade right now, as the parade does come to an end, which will probably be here in the next 10 minutes or so, please be patient and courteous as you're making your way to wherever your final destination may be tonight. Again, I want to remind you there are some wonderful basketball games that will be taking place over at the West Plains Civic Center. And again, those are girls in action scheduled for 5:30. The Grizzly boys, the Grizzlies, scheduled for 7 o'clock. And both those games can be heard right here on 102.5 KD1.
There's a beautiful yellow GTO that Brett wants for Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take the goat.
Okay.
On the way down now is the first place miscellaneous category, sponsored by the West Plains Optimist Club.
Now that's a vintage vehicle.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of A Christmas Story.
You're absolutely right. Because it has a Christmas tree strapped on the top.
Does it have a flat tire, though? And is Ralphie going to say a word he shouldn't?
Well, didn't he run into a tree?
Huh?
Didn't he run into a tree?
I'm not sure. I'm remembering the movie kind of. I remember Fragile.
And there is a ding in the fender.
There is a ding in the fender, so there you go. On the way down now, more John Deere vehicles making their way.
There's some UTVs and some tractors. There's some gators.
And as we look way down there, I see a vehicle carrying Phyllis's favorite beverage.
Water.
Yes. More John Deere tractors making their way through right now. And as they do that, wait a minute, is that a leg lamp?
You know, I was looking at that. I think it is.
Looks like a leg lamp. That might be part of that. Well, it looks like it's from Fragile.
Yeah, it's a lamp on top of the car, but I can't tell what kind of lamp it is.
Actually, I know what kind of lamp that is, and if you see which organization or business that's for, it's prosthetics and orthopedic.
It is a leg lamp. That would be a leg lamp.
It's a prosthetic leg lamp.
Prosthetic leg lamp.
Cool.
It's still Fragile.
It's a major award. Merry Christmas.
And as we do another pause, again, I want to thank the folks at Ramey's, Wendy's, West Plains Savings and Loan, Little Caesars, Airvac Life Team, Brenda's Cafe, Victory Family Worship Center, and Ozark Electrical Solutions, Sonic, and of course,
All Pet and Equine Supply.
All Pet as well. And we're kind of waiting right now for the parade to kind of catch up with itself. I see a polar bear.
I do too.
And what does that polar bear represent?
I can say it's Coca-Cola.
Yes, it
And
is.
behind that, of course, is the Coca-Cola Semi. It's all lit up with the Christmas lights.
They usually have fabulous commercials all this time of year. Okay, but before that is a Papa
It's Papa John's. Thank you folks there at Papa John's. Big fan of Papa John's.
throw us a slice.
It should be about time for that cheeseburger pizza to come back. We're close. We're close to the cheeseburger pizza. Of course, Papa John's, they have it where you can order online, gain points, and gain free pizza. So definitely check out Papa John's website. And they are listening right now, so I do expect my free pizza by the end of this parade. Thank you.
Okay, Coca-Cola, if you're listening, pull that semi over to my house.
There we go. Say there we go.
All right.
Folks from Coca-Cola, we've got the Coca-Cola Polar Bear in the back of the truck. Phyllis raising her can.
Oh, yes, I am.
Showing her sport. Beautiful Christmas lights on the Coca-Cola semi. Always enjoy seeing that this time of year. I want to thank everyone who has come out for this year's West Plains Christmas Parade. It looks like we're nearing the tail end of the parade this year. I can't see them over on Missouri anymore.
Pull that over to my house.
Well, they got you hooked up right here, Phil, as they are handing out beverages on the parade route.
Oh, there they are. Bring it on. Brett's going out to the...
Brett's going out there to
He's
get
going
taken
out
care
to
of.
get one, yep.
You already got one.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, they're little buddies.
Thank you.
Merry
Thank
Christmas
you very
to you.
much.
And now we have another one. It's Ozark's Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper Bottling Company. This time it's a white semi.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right.
Using the icicle lights on it. We should hide our beverages so they give us more when they come by.
There we go. Oh, that's
And
beautiful.
this truck is out of Springfield, Missouri, making the drive on their way down. And up next, we've got FCCLA, Future Community Career Leaders of America. Well, thank you very much. Folks dropping off some bottles for us.
Oh, I got a cherry Coke.
Good to see you. Looking good. You too, buddy. See ya.
And now with the FCCLA as they pass us by. Great organization, FCCLA. Getting basically the Future Community Career Leaders of America, getting folks ready to take over those leadership roles.
And you know, all of the kids and folks walking along the parade line, they're wonderful. They're handing candy out to the kids alongside.
And here we have the West Plains Heaters. And there's our own Mr. Jerry Elam driving the KUKU Cruiser.
Hey, Jerry.
Of course, our sister station, KUK, the voice of the Willow Springs Bears. And don't forget about those St. Louis Cardinals.
Merry Christmas!
And then there is Trey Witzel driving the 96.9, the Fox/Q94 van. Look at that light bar. That's, I believe, I want to wait and see that sign before I make an assumption. Got some great UTVs making their way through.
A whole load of them.
Some great lights on them, flashing multicolors as LEDs.
Midway LED.
And Midway LED, so it makes sense. We got some Polarises making their way through, some Razors.
We've got elves on motorcycles.
Elves, and that's the Grinch.
That is the Grinch.
Merry Christmas from Triple C. More motorcycles and spiders on the way through. Those spiders are not too much fun to go back. If you have balancing issues like I do, it makes it a lot easier. Oh, it did. I'm okay with that.
About that fake Indian over there.
Okay, they're showing off now.
Oh, they're having fun right now. to thank the folks at Rainey's, Wendy's, West Plains Savings and Loan, Little Caesars, West Plains.
Airyback, Breakfast Cafe, Victory Family Worship Center, Ozark Electrical Solutions,
And Sonic. Sonic, and you don't want to forget about, of course, where we're at right now.
All Pet and Pine Supply.
Great gifts for pets, pet lovers alike. Of course, they've got those great holiday treats. You know, you should give those scraps and stuff for the Christmas dinner to your fans, but they make great treats.
Absolutely, and there's all different kinds. So you can actually make a Christmas dinner from the treats that are turkey and different flavors. Here, right here at All Pet.
More UTVs making their way through. Yamaha, got a motorsports making their way through. Both players as well. And I see the horses.
There's hazmat vehicle. Okay, this boat is all steel. Barns, garages, and shelters.
We got a nice little Christmas tree, a white Christmas tree there. Lots of presents. And there is the man of the hour. 3 trucks down from us right now. Yep, good old St. Nick. He is waving to all the kids. Santa Claus has come to West Plains.
And we've got the West Plains volleyball team walking past us here, handing out candy.
Well, it's a Lady Dominators volleyball on that side. So very cool.
Southern Missouri Racing.
And then we've got Santa on his sleigh with his reindeer, and behind that we've got some little ponies.
How was that, Jim?
Little ponies.
That's it. A herd of ponies, little ponies.
There's
Dawson Auto.
Dawson Auto's pulling it from the West Plains Optimist
Merry
Club.
Christmas,
Merry
Santa.
Christmas, Santa. And then we've got the horses making their way through. There's the West Plains R7 Superintendent.
Beautiful horses, all decked out.
You guys got way too much candy.
And of course, as the is that a painted hands horse?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And as the horses come by, there's a few more ponies there at the end of the parade. We again want to thank everyone for joining us for our parade coverage this year. Again, we'll have pictures showing up on our website at ozarkareanetwork.com. Again, thank you for tuning in. Again, coming up in just a little bit, we're going to have Zizzer basketball action. That is underway at 5:30. And then following that game at 7 o'clock, we'll have Grizzly basketball action as they're both playing at the West Plains Civic Center tonight. And once again, we want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors, starting with our location sponsors, and that is the folks at All Pet and Eat One Supply.
Rainey's, Wendy's, West Plains Savings and Loan, Little Caesars,
Airyback, Breakfast Cafe, Victory Family Worship Center, also Ozark Electrical Solutions, and Sonic. I want to thank all the folks who spent the countless hours putting work on their floats in. As a person who used to build floats, I know how long it can take. I will never pop a float again. But nonetheless, it takes a lot of work to get all those done, and we appreciate it. You know, West Plains rocks when it comes to floats and parades.
and Ozark Radio Network would like to thank all of you for coming out to the parade, and we hope you have a happy and safe holiday.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas from all of us here at the Ozark Radio Network here on Hot Country KDY. As we send it back to the studio once again, Cash or Coal finalists will be announced Monday morning during the morning show with Double H. Tune in for that. And let's play some Christmas music as we head back to the studio.